Hey there, tankers. Seattle Forge here, and I am in a Tier 7 match, 510 matchmaking in my Type 64 Tier 6 Chinese light tank, and I'm playing with my buddy Golf Dude 3, aka Walt, in the M44, and we're hopefully going to tag up here. So I have a pretty good crew in this thing, and I've had it for a long time. I played it very, very badly for a very long time, and then something kind of clicked to a point where I'm competent in this tank. I have never aced it. Just can't seem to get the same result. Yeah, I've even run out of ammunition in this tank, and it's still not pulled off an ace. And I thought I made quite a lot of my shots. It's a very accurate gun. You'll get a lot of bounces if you carry too much AP. This team did not have vision. And the 5916 is trying to get some vision. The 1375, that is a very bizarre position. He appears to be trying to snipe the one line from where he was at, but he'll be unsuccessful in that. I also want to play another game. Stritzfang 74 on their team dies mysteriously, and I've watched this replay a lot to so I have something to say about it as we go along, right? And I keep missing when the Stritzfang 74. I think he kills himself. I think he throws himself off a cliff or drowns or something, and I just keep missing it. But so the quicker tanks that could have gotten some vision, the 1375, the 5916, well, they're dead. And the Stritzfang 74, who's being played by a pretty good player, probably has his tank kitted up properly and probably could have gotten some vision, but they just gave us the middle. And they will pay for that because vision wins games in World of Tanks. Of course, you have to have people shooting at the stuff that you spot. And I've been on the wrong end of that a few times. So it's 4-2, and I've got my damage. So I've had a bare minimum competency game so far. Only 580 hit points in the Type 64, and that becomes relevant later when I make a dumb decision and get greedy and decide I haven't had enough damage and I'll never get my ace badge. So I turn 49 this month, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it at all, actually. 12 months I'll be 50. And I'm not emotionally or spiritually prepared for that. Now, what's the Panther doing at the cap? I mean, I know he's a snipery tank, but, he could have been helpful somewhere else. And instead, I'm going to, farm his potato camo covered ass. Just with the output of this gun, I can just kind of keep him tracked there until he's all finished. Somebody else gets the kill. Balls. So, just short of 1,500 damage and just short of 800 assistance right now. And it's time to press in. We lost the Stritzfang 74. I missed it again. It must be when I'm being distracted by, my awesome gameplay that I miss it. So we've got them all packed into the back corner. And, yay, 13 assistance. And we'll make work of them, because now we've got all of the snipey positions ready to go. Walt's even moved up, the only artillery that did move up. You get a better get more accuracy when you move closer with artillery, just in case you didn't know that, because the lead time isn't so long. And that will be a factor to me shortly in how that might have helped. At least me. It would have helped me if our artillery had moved up and not had such long lead times that different things had transpired in the game by the time the shell lands. And I get greedy and I decide to brawl this guy. I have no business brawling the VK. And there's a friendly artillery landing one on my deck and knocking me down 170 of my 580 hit points. And I actually did think that other people would be shooting the VK2, but I see now that they're not in a position to do so. He's completely covered by that cliff. But, the 1375 did come in, and eventually it's the Chinese TD who comes down over the top and finishes him off. Thanks, Prof. Type 64 is a gloriously good tank that was not affected by the light tank nerfs, which is probably the worst thing Wargaming has done, as far as I'm concerned. And we end up with a pretty good game. Tail of the tape, end up with 2,171 damage and 1,071 assistance. It was a 9,341 win 8 game, at least as this website calculates it. I didn't think it was that exciting a game. I did think the end result was quite good. We had the enemy team outspotted the entire time, but still, it's only good for a first-class badge. No additional ribbons need apply. Well, the enemy team was completely outclassed on damage and effort, etc. And even though, look, our Tier 7 and the IS-2M, who I think if you drive an IS-2M, you can be classified as an idiot. It is one of the... it's just dumb. It's dumb to buy one of those. There's a million premium Soviet heavy tanks, and this is possibly the worst one you can buy. In any case, he does end up second on damage for our team. I end up on top. Did end up with 3 kills. That's nice. Just under 1,200 experience is not good enough for an ace. I think I sound kind of bitter today. I'm going out later. I better watch myself. In any case, 26 shots, 22 hits, 19 penetrations. Most of the damage, 1,797, done from more than 300 meters. This is a very accurate little gun with a very high rate of fire, and we were able to use it to track and keep pinned several enemies, be useful to my team, which is very nice. And of course, I shot a bit too much premium, and exclusively premium, and I end up with a 6,409 credit loss in the game. But I will take it. It was fun, and we won.